Hello and welcome to Paris Set Me Free, mini photo tutorials or critiques or analyses or whatever you want to call them, where we analyse one of my photographs of my speciality, which is Paris, of course. Now here we are in Paris, but the question is, do you know where? Let me have a look at some of the pictures in this photo stream I have. Oh look, it's Andrea, who was on one of my photo tours. Okay, these are pretty much taken as you see them, one after the other. Any ideas where we are? That might give you an idea. Okay, now we're moving closer to what I want to show you. As you can see, it was a sunny day with the sun low in the sky here. You can see that because of those long shadows. I was looking for nice little scenes, such as this couple just stopping for a chat in a nice little, what is a touristy area, but this time of the morning there aren't too many tourists around. Then I came across, well hang on, let me show you another couple. This, nice shots like this. You see, always looking for even something like this. These were all taken within seconds of each other almost. And then I came across this. Now, you can probably see that it's a shop window, but what a shop window. Now, what is there to recommend this as a photograph? It seems to be, unless I've got rid of a few of the others which I took of this, I think I probably have, but I only took 2 or 3 of these. And have a look at it. Look at those marvellous colours. Look at the, there is a nice reflection. You can see the car reflecting there. And really, what hits you here is 2 things. One is the colours. They're rich, they're they're strong, they're varied, almost all the colours of the rainbow here. And the second thing, of course, that hits you is it's all about toilets. Yes, folks, it's a toilet shop, or it seems to be. I think, well, I guess it probably is actually. I thought at first it was just a shop which specialises in lots of things and had decided to make a window display all based around toilets, but you know, it's in a very trendy road. I don't remember there being a toilet shop in that road. What is it again? Let's have a look. In Rue Saint-André-des-Arts, but apparently there is. Let me just show you where that is on the map. Here we are in Paris. Let's zoom in. Going straight to the centre of Paris, of course, where I do one of my most popular walks, which is in the Latin Quarter. Here we are. You see where we're going? There's the island, there's Fontaine Saint-Michel, and this little street here, if you can see the hand I'm clicking on with those arrows, that's where we are, okay? Rue Saint-André-des-Arts. So let's go down there, and let's actually see if we can more or less find where I took this shot. If Google have managed to, and I don't know if they have. No, they don't. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'll put him down there. And we should have a street view now of where we are. Let's have a look. Yeah, there it is. Anyone who knows it will know it. Let's see if I can take you a little bit to where I took this shot. It's not really wanting me to, is it? Okay, it seems not to have gone down this way, but it's basically round the corner there, and there we go. Rue Saint-André-des-Arts. Hope you like my accent. I think it's down here. Let's see if we can go down here a little bit. Doesn't seem to want me to, much as I would like. Ah, there we go. And it's in one of these shops down here on the right. Alright, so that carries on down there. And it was around here somewhere. Librairie, so it wasn't in a bookshop. No, don't think so. Not too many bookshops have displays of toilet seats. Was it down here? I don't know, maybe it was further back, maybe it was in the other direction. But anyway, you get the idea. That's where it was, and this is a great street to walk down. Maybe it was down here, I can't remember. Maybe it was down there somewhere. So you get the idea. These were the shots I was looking at. Look how rich this little street is in photography. When I saw this, I thought fantastic. I do like window displays. You do have to add something to it though. Otherwise you're just taking a standard record of somebody else's work, which is always not a good thing to do, in my opinion. So what have I added? Well, actually not too much, because I've really taken a pretty literal shot of this. You've got some reflections here. Let me show you what the final version looked like. There it is. And what's happened, look at the reflection here as opposed to the reflection in the original. Well, look how the colours have come out. Look at the colours, in fact, the reflection of the car, those windows maybe, and so on. You see what's happened? Everything's been made punchier, almost over the top. But I've tried to not make the colours too crazy. I mean, when you looked in that window, it wasn't as bright as that. But having said that, it was bright and it was arresting. To just made me think of American restrooms. It was certainly arresting. So I've certainly cleared everything up, but what have I added? That was my original question. Well, I guess I've added the reflections. They weren't in it. And some people, I mean, if you take a polarizing filter and twist it around a bit, you can sometimes get rid of the reflections and almost make it look as though there's nothing. In the way you can also do with if you're taking pictures of fish in ponds, you can use a polarizing filter to do that as well, to get rid of the reflections of the sky and so on, and almost see straight through to the fish in the bottom of the pond and the pebbles and stuff, as well as doing other things with polarizing filters, which you no doubt know about, such as turning skies fake blue and making petals and leaves look very rich. Well, anyway, so that's what I didn't do. That was a sort of in brackets comment on polarizing filters. I like having reflections of combining with what someone has done in a nice shop window arrangement, because if you don't, then what have you added? So I like it. I've obviously tried to line it up so that it's nicely composed, because off to the right of the photograph there was probably something else, and off to the left and things which didn't fit in with the toilet theme. So I really tried to, you see the way this is nicely chopped here. I haven't chopped this in half. I was probably going as far as I could this way without moving into things which weren't about toilets. And obviously one very important aspect of a photograph, when you've got a lot of stuff here and it could be completely incoherent. What I mean by that is, there's so many things that your eye doesn't sit on anything. Well, one way of getting around that is to make sure that everything in the picture all relates to the same thing. So that's what I was trying to do. There might have been some extraneous things here which weren't actually on the theme. I didn't include them. Even little details. Look down here on this side. You see that little sliver of what is probably the edge of the window frame in orange there? And I've got an echoing sliver coming down on the left there. I would probably like to hope that I could compliment myself and say that was intentional. Also going up, I probably went up as far as I could to the top, so as to get the top of this lamp. Probably if I went any further, it would start to include other stuff again, which wasn't on the toilet theme. So I've managed to have these these toilet rolls all the way round almost, apart from here. There's one there and there, then down the side and then along the bottom. Even this, which is a bin, looks like a toilet roll. So there's a very interesting example of how you're walking along and you see someone else's work which really hits you in the face. I mean, the person's taken a lot of time on a very curious, humorous theme, and as a photographer you can use that, but you've got to be careful that you're not just taking a static picture of somebody else's work. So you try your best to do something with it. My claim to having done that is framing it reasonably well as I possibly could, actually including the reflections as opposed to getting rid of them. So being honest in that, it's a shop window and there were things behind it, and also I can actually see myself. I hadn't noticed that before. So there you are, 2 for the price of 1. So that's all I've got to say today. See a better version of this on the blog at parissetmefree.blogspot.com or on the site. Thanks for visiting, and see you again soon in Paris. Bye bye.
Depuis que je suis à Paris, le jour et la nuit, je suis gris. J'ai compris la douceur de vivre. Je suis fou de joie, je suis ivre. Depuis que je suis à Paris.